We seem to have some rootage on the watercress, so it'll be interesting to see what that does. These plants don't seem to be doing anything at the moment, but we'll just see how it goes. Everything needs a really good water. We've just had nothing but sunshine for the last few days. Let's get cracking on. Potatoes are looking good. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 popping up. I can't remember how many actually planted. I will put on the screen what I planted up. The ground is so dry from a few days worth of sunshine. I brought the Maris Piper potatoes up because these need to go out. So what I'll do is I will earth these up a bit and then put them here. Let me water the parsnips. Nothing coming up yet. The climbing structure is still standing, which is good. I have brought a couple of sweet peas with me from the house, but I might put them elsewhere. But I want to give the garlic a water, and then Ali was saying that you can grow carrot with garlic, so I brought some carrot seeds, so let's do that as well. Let me get beside you. I'm thinking maybe 2 rows, potentially, of the carrots. Let's have a look and see what we can do. Yeah, I think that'll work out. Look at the size of that worm, can you see it? Well, that means the soil is good. Hey, there you are. So I've got some Roots and Blooms Carrot Heritage mix, the different colour ones. Oops. The seeds are going everywhere now. Excellent. And then I've got some carrot Nantes 5 from Wilco, trusty Wilco. So I will plant them in. And then cover them up and give them another water. Oops. I'm not doing very good with the filming today, am I? Okay. So this row, first row closest will be the Nantes. As thinly as possible, but obviously not where it should be, unfortunately. I'm not very good with sowing thinly. And then the multicoloured ones will go on that side. Move over to here, and I think I'm going to put sweet peas on this end. I'll show you the ones that I brought from the house. These are the ones from the house. They've been needing to go out for so long. So let's get them out. Clear that away. I'm trying to clear up and tidy up as I go, because I end up always forgetting to put stuff away, and then we have a right nightmare problem. Okay, so garlic / onions is now netted, so the next job for this morning is to weed this bed and put out some more onions. Let's get cracking. Right, so this is the before, and then let's cut to the after. Right, that is the after. Now I need to get these 5 onions in. These are the giant onions, the best of the best so far. Let's get them in. Don't laugh at my giant onions. That's all the onions in, giant onions, or half of them. There's still more at home. They're not doing very well. Let's see how they go. Time for water and then re-net. All netted and done. What's going on at the house? So I need to pot on. We've got some cucumbers and my sunflowers. I also remembered that I forgot to sow my courgettes, so I need to sow my courgettes. I will pot on into these bigger pots here. The potatoes are doing well. I do need to earth them up a bit more. I'll just basically earth them to the top and then leave them be. Onions, spring onions, there's two that are doing relatively well. I think I'm going to pot these on a bit. These are the Fungo de Rosa, which again need to be potted on, which I might do and keep them in here. And then these are the giant onions, the Else and the Kelsey. Just going to leave them here a little bit longer, and then I'll pick one and pot it on. The daffodils have died back. The whatever these are have died back. These were the last of the onions, the first lot of giant onions, but they're not very good. So I think these are going to compost heat. This is the sweet peas and the broad bean, which seems to be doing okie dokie. Okie dokie seems to be doing okay. Oh, we've got another. Is that another broad bean growing? And yeah, it looks like there's a second one. I don't know. Not really sure. And then radishes wise, oh, we have one. Can you see it? There we go. One radish, and I did the whole lot, but this does need a bit of a water, so I will water this as well. There's nothing in here. Blueberry bush, I don't know what's going on with it. It's flowering, as you can see, and then we're getting no blueberries at all. And then we've got this bigger one up here growing up. I don't know what's happening. And then these are just enjoying the sun for a little bit. This is the celery, which I'm gonna pot on. This is the red drum and cabbage, which I'll leave in here. These are my leeks, which are doing very well. Then we've got two all year round cauliflowers, being a bit floppy, probably because of the sun, being outside. And these are the Brussels sprouts, which are doing lovely. And we're potting these up and everything else, and I'll show you everything once it's all potted. Yeah. As always, we've got a combination of pot compost and vermiculite. So let's get filling up the new pots. These are Ali's spring onions, Ali at my rusty garden. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm thinking they were in this big tub, but now I think I'm putting them on to maybe one each in a smaller tub and see how they get on. Let's give that a try. I don't know if they're gonna dislike being moved around. Good roots though, but they're just, I think they're big enough now to go in a pot by themselves. So they will go in here and then go back in the greenhouse. And then maybe one more pot on after this before they go out. Right, let's see how they get on. Time for the cucumbers and the sunflowers, but now I'm wondering if these pots are too small, because they'll need to pot deep. But we might be okay. I'll do one and see what it looks like, and then we'll crack on with the rest. that's too small. Same size. What I might do is try and bend it a bit. I don't know if that will work. I think I'll do 2 like that and 2 just normal. Okay, there's the cucumbers. We've got 2 that are kind of running along and then going up, and 2 that I've just potted on into the thing, and we'll see how that goes. I'll crack on with the rest of potting up, which is the sunflowers, and then I'll get back to you when we're all finished. That's everything potted on, so we have 4 cucumbers at the top, we have 4 sunflowers at the bottom, and then these are flowers, and I don't know what they are. They're either nasturtiums, marigolds, or calendula, but I don't know what they are. There's different, I don't know, but they're in there, and that's good, and they're all potted on, which is excellent. Now I need to sow my courgettes. I'm just going to do 4, I think, and I'm actually going to trial them, sowing them in here and then leaving them in the greenhouse to see if they actually grow on like that. So this is the celery Hadrian F1. I've never grown celery before, so I don't know what you're supposed to do, to be honest. So what I've done is I've put courgette in these 3, and then these 3 are going to be the celery. So what I might do is pour it all out, then have a look at the best ones and maybe put 2 in each. So let's have a try. I might be doing this completely wrong, but this is what I'm going to try. So we'll put 2 in each. Just try that. I've never had any luck with celery, so you kind of like, well, let's just give it a try and see what happens. Worst thing can happen is it don't grow, and we have plenty of problems like that. So maybe I'm looking for the bigger ones, the better one. I'll turn this around a bit so you can see. And we'll put them in the middle and see how the courgettes germinate inside the polytunnel. Obviously during the day, if it's sunny, I'll keep this up, and then at night time I'll put it down. It should be hot enough. I think it's getting quite warm now, so hopefully we'll have some germination. So these are the potted on sunflowers, cucumbers and flowers back in the greenhouse upstairs. I've turned the heat maps off so they'll just have light, and we'll see how they get on, and then let's have a look in here and see how all of these are getting on. So up here we have all of our sweet corns, and then we have some other germination bits and bobs, and then down here that's one Big Mac's sweet corn, and I can't remember what that one is. I will put it on the screen now. So at least we have some sort of germination going on. And that's a wrap for now on the Grown with Plot 21 allotment adventures, and I'll see you all again soon.